Hey everybody, we're back, and this time we're doing a Miss Claus, and there's her pattern right there, and this is the cutout here. Now I'm going to set this down, and well, by the way, this is where we finished up last week on the old Santa here. I'm not going to put much more detail in because I'm going to have a rough out made out of this one and the Miss Santa, but now I've got the pattern drawn on here. And I'm going to cut off the camera here, and we're going to go out, and I'm going to cut this out on the bandsaw so you'll see. And we're going to stop right there and go get this cut, and then we'll be right back. Okay, guys, I've come back, and I cut out the frontal view, and you just want to get some shape in there. You want to undercut here, get that arm on that side. That's where she'll be holding her candy cane, and she'll be looking back this way. But what we want to do now is start kind of rounding this off in here, just so we can just take the sharpness off of it. So I'm going to start rounding. And I draw a center line down to keep it symmetrical, or to keep it even on both sides. Now on this Miss Santa, I'm going to kind of speed up the process. I'll do some more off camera because I want to go ahead and get her done, because I want to get the rough out made of both of these, and try to have them done. Well, try to have them done by Christmas, but we'll just wait and see how that goes. But I do want to have them for next year. But you see how I'm rounding this first, and all my lines I had on there I'll draw back, but that's not a big issue. And you want to keep it as round as possible. It's a little wide on this side, so I'm going to bring this in a little and start pulling in that where that chin will be, like that right there. And what I mean by that is right in here, she's going to kind of have an oval looking face, or a roundish face right in there. And this will be their hair, and then here. But let's continue to bring this around this some more. Right there's that little knot, a little top knot, like on those Santa Claus. And we can start rounding this and tucking this up under right here. Like that. Let's do it over here. And let's round this arm right in here. Now right here, I'm going to take, I drew a line here, so I'm going to take and start removing this wood that's right in here, because that's the arm that's standing out, and I want it to stick out pretty good. So I'm just going to take my old knife and come in here and start cutting away at this. And right in here is some hard wood. You see that brown area in there? That's some hard wood. But you just, like I said, and I think in the last video, you just don't ever know what kind of wood is going to be laying inside your piece when you're working on it. But that's what I see. I'm trying to get that arm in right there like that. And right in here, she's going to have her hand in a pocket. So let's put where this will come down kind of like this right here. Yeah. And this is going to come off right in here. Something about like right there. So what we want to do is come in here and start also kind of removing this and making it stand out just a little bit more. But it will be in a pocket. And I'll start kind of around this part of the dress. And right back here, we want to kind of start tucking this in. But now right in here, I'm going to start this little knot. We're still in the rough stages, but we got right in here is where that hand's going to be. But all this in here, we're going to take out. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing this wood here with my knife. The rest of this wood is in real good shape. It's cutting real nice. And I'm running that knife right along that arm line right in there and tucking her chest right up underneath this where her chin will be. But let's come in here and get this cut off in here. And I'm using a pretty good long knife. And you can even take a gouge and come in here and do this, or shallow gouge. And by the way, let's do that. I'm going to show you how I get in here with a shallow gouge. Let me reach over here and get this number 4 right here. And I'm going to come over here and start cutting away at this. It just removes a pretty good amount of wood. And I got a little bit more control on this gouge than I do than I had with that knife. And I want to peel that in a little bit this way. And let's take a V, cut across right in here, and kind of tuck this up in here like this a little bit. Now, she's still a little thick right now. You see how I'm getting that in there like that, and then we'll come in here and start rounding this area right in here. Yeah, that's coming along pretty good. Let's take and start pulling this arm over this way just a little bit. And let's come in here and get these bandsaw marks off. Like that right there. And right in here, I'm gonna tuck that in just a little bit more, because these are like mittens that Mr. and Miss Santa are wearing. And we're going to tuck this in a little bit like this. Kind of shape that area right in there. And what we're looking at on time right now, Peyton?
Got about 10 minutes.
Okay. I think Peyton's going to work on a way to get this pattern in for me. Let me reach over here and get the number 9 gouge. And he'll get it posted for me, won't you, Peyton?
Yep.
All right. Because I know y'all like having the pattern. All right. Let's see. Let's run across. Well, I'm going to take my knife, a long-bladed knife, and kind of come in here like this and start tucking that in. And making that arm right in there show. And let's take this old sharp edge off this arm. And let's put some elbow back in here where her back of her arm is on the back also. She's not that difficult. Santa, he had a lot going on with him. But see, I'm making her shape back there also. I want to pull this in a little bit more right in here. And let's see, let's come in here and pull this in just a little bit more. Because I'm going to come in here with a gouge and make a separation there later on. And also on this side here. But now, right across here, we've got to separate right in here where her hair and her chin will be and the collar. So what I like to do is just come in here and we'll kind of start putting us a notch right in here and giving her a little bit more shoulder and kind of tucking that like that, tucking that shoulder in this way and tucking her hair in just a little bit more like this. And let's take off her bandsaw marks and get them off so we can redraw in there. Yeah, she's already looking where I know her to be. All right, she's coming right along. Now, that's what we did here. We're going to tuck over here also. And most of this is knife work. I used a little bit of my gouge a little bit, but you do get a lot done with a knife. And that side over here, really was the only hard spot on this, and it's just kind of a blemish in the wood. Nothing major. It's very workable, but I'm concerned about getting all the sharp edges off and rounding this carving. This teeth's taking shape. Now, right up in here, I'm going to kind of tuck in where this little knit cap will be a little bit, kind of round it a little bit more. Because her hair is going to be sticking out right in there. That's where her hair will be sticking out. And we're going to get this tucked in a little bit more. And that's why you want to draw that center line to keep it even. All right, she's coming right along. pull this chin in, and let's really tuck this in right in here where her chin will be. Okay. While we're at it, we're going to look at it and see how she's coming along. Let's take some more roundness out in here. I mean, round is what I meant to say. I want to take all this old squared stuff out. And as I'm rounding it, this arm is going to stand out a little bit more than what it has been. And let's clean this chin up right here. And I'm going to go in and draw my lines again, but I want to get this as round as I can. And get the duplicator marks off. Like that. Now, let's take our pencil and come in right in here. And we're going to make a little cut around here with a V tool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and draw these lines in right in here because we're going to make it also. But let's take, I've got a little Roundness V I'll use right in here. And I'm going to outline that little knit cap right in there. What's time looking like, Peyton?
Got about 9 minutes.
9 minutes, okay. All right, we got that in. So I'm going to take my knife and come back up on around here, and I'm going to tuck all that area up underneath this little part. Underneath this little area right in here. And I'm just making a stop cut all the way around and coming in and start tucking that up under that little knit hat. Yeah, let's see. I need a thinner blade. Let me reach in here and get me a thinner blade knife. Right across here. But you see, you get this thing rounded in here as much as possible. And I can come back here a little bit and bring this on in around this way some more. And tuck it on around to the back of that knit hat right there. Like that. Now, before I go any further, let's kind of back up and then draw on to where her hairline will be. About right here. And about right in here. We want to keep that, we want to know where that is. Okay, now, right in here, I'm going to take my knife, and I'm just going to kind of scoop cut along the top of that line. Let's see. Can you see that, Peyton?
Yep.
Okay. More so on the sides, because I got it in the front, but I want it right here I want that little knit fur to stand out. Yeah, like on Santa right in here. That's what I'm trying to do on Miss Santa right now. And I'm gonna kind of round it up in here just a little bit more. Bring it over to my line. And right in here, I'm gonna do the same thing on that little ball. I'm gonna kind of scoop cut right in there, like that. And right in here. And we look down our center line. We need to bring this over just a little bit more because this is a little thinner. So I'm going to come in and scoop that out. Just a little bit more. And right in here, I'm going to take my knife and kind of remove my duplicator mark. Not duplicator, my bandsaw marks. The duplicator's from a bandsaw, I mean from a router, or a rough out rather. And let's start kind of putting an end to this little place right up in here. Okay, now, she looks a little wide in here, so let's do something. Let's go in, and before we really get going, I'm going to come in here off camera, and I'll get this arm set here and right in here. But right now, I want to get this face in here like this. So let's take an old V tool right here and come in here where we made our line and start the width of her face and where her hair will be sticking out from underneath that cap. Now let me get it cut and then I'll show you what I've done. All right, like that. Now we're going to cut away on this with our knife. And start pulling this area in and making that hair stand out just a little bit more. Come across here. And all right, we're about getting close, Peyton.
Yep, got about 2 minutes.
All right, well, I got to get this in for everybody here. We may go over just a little bit.
Good.
Now, I'm going to be up in gathering the wood carvers here Thursday and Friday and Saturday coming up of this week. So if you're interested, contact Michael Nolan. He'll get you into class. If you want to get in, I still got some places left. So if not, if you're in that area, just drop by and say hello. And come in and look at everything that's going on. But you contact Michael Nolan, he'll give you all the contact information and all that you need. All right, I'm just about done, Peyton. But, all right, now off camera, I'm going to go in and I'm going to set this area in here and in this area here. And then we're going to do some rounding later with some deeper gouges to put more shape in here and put where her shoes will be right in here. Her shoes will be sticking out from this little robe about right in here. something like that right in there. But we want to keep our center line to keep her face symmetrical, and the rest front and back. Let me get this drawn in. I got it right in here already. But with that, we've got her coming along. Now we'll put we'll scoop out this area right in here where that nose is to really make it like it's upturned. But she's coming right along. And Peyton's going to get you a pattern. He knows what he's doing on that. And with that, guys, I hope you keep up on this one. And with that, don't forget to hit my subscribe button. If you hadn't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and give me some comments. So with that, we'll see you on the next YouTube. See you later. Bye.